Welcome to LUTV News InFocus, where we feature interesting topics on campus, in the community, and in the world of culture. I am Chris Harmon, and today with me we have Dr. Brian Shook, Chair of the Mary Morgan Moore Department of Music. Now, Dr. Shook, with everything going on lately, how has the music department handled the transition into online courses?
Well, of course, it's been a very difficult transition for all of us. And thank you for having me on the show here today. This is a joy to get a chance to talk with you. But it's been a difficult transition, but especially in music, since most of our courses are, involve ensemble rehearsals and demonstration and singing and those kinds of things, which are very, very difficult to do through the online medium. But our faculty have adjusted quite well, and I'm very, very proud of the work that they've put into each of their classes, basically redesigning them, and in some cases just completely revamping them.
Have there been any issues like going into the online courses?
I have received only 2 emails from students, from 2 different students, very early on, expressing some concern about their classes. And I just wrote back and I said, I encourage you to work along with your professor, let them know what challenges you're facing or what concerns that you have. And I have followed up with those students, and they worked with their professor, and everything has evened out. Those first week or so was a difficult transition because some faculty and students are getting used to the new technology that they are not familiar with. What type of video platform are we going to use? Are we going to use Zoom, Collaborate? There's a whole bunch of other options out there. So it was a matter of trial and error early on.
What might you say would be like an upside to switching to online for a majority of the semester?
Well, for the rest of this semester, I think we're finding out some aspects of technology that will be able to enhance our face-to-face courses in the future. So, for example, with our applied lessons, we've been talking about them a lot. Maybe some professors will opt to incorporate more recording, the students recording themselves in their lessons, or maybe the faculty will record the actual lesson and then review that, with the student once face-to-face resumes. I also think that in some courses where the faculty may be recording little brief lectures, 5 or 10-minute lectures on a particular topic, I think those faculty may continue to use those videos as a supplement to the course. So if you're taking, I'm just going to say, for example, if you're taking music theory, maybe you're working on a particular concept in music theory, and that may be a challenging topic for you. Well, if you're in class and you get 80% of it in class, but then you have an instructional video on Blackboard that you can go back and watch, you can watch it a few more times and catch that other 20%. And so I think we may see some of those types of things happen as well. And some of the other courses, of course, I'm not requiring that. That's not something that we're saying we're going to do, but some of the faculty may see the benefits to those things.
How have the students been faring with the transition? We were talking about the students a little bit ago and just now.
Right. Yeah. Last week I went through and texted all of the students. That's about 150 students. And I texted them individually just to check in and see how they're doing. And we had about 47% reply, which I thought was pretty good considering a lot of the numbers might be outdated in our database, or maybe it was a parent's phone number that was originally put down. So almost half of the students responded to me, and then we had a few additional exchanges. And by and large, everyone said that they were doing well, they were managing, and they asked how I was doing, and I appreciated that. So it was a nice nice interaction where most of the time that would take place with them just popping their head in my door and saying hi, on their way to class or something. So we were able to have that contact, which was appreciated. And there were a few students who have said that this has been a very difficult transition for them personally. And they may be dealing with personal things in their lives. They may be displaced because of this. I know you said that you're in a different place today because the internet was out at your home. And so, it really does upset the apple cart. And so some people are having a difficult transition. And then I work with them to get them set up with the LU Health Center or counseling services if they need that type of assistance. And in some cases, maybe they were just experiencing a technological problem. And I said, well, just let your professors know when you get the internet back. And we can extend deadlines for those kinds of things. And so, we're trying to be as flexible as possible with the students. And I think everybody is working together. I haven't gotten the impression that any one professor is, being much more demanding and causing all kinds of stress for the students. So my impression from, talking on the phone with a few students and then also emailing and texting them is that they're responding pretty well. But in some instances, things have gotten a little bit more stressful.
Well, thank you for joining us, Dr. Shook.
Right. Thank you, Chris.
And thank you for watching LUTV News in Focus. To see more content from LUTV News, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.